Hey guys, so if you're watching this video to hear me talk about the main topic, which is the Bondsman, there is a major topic that I have to address first. So if all you want to hear me talk about is the Bondsman, here's the timestamp. Feel free to skip ahead. I won't be insulted. But first, I have to talk about a major piece of news that hit the web just a few days ago, that Ketchup Entertainment bought Coyote versus Acme from Warner Brothers, and they're giving it a wide release next year, 2026. We did it. We won. Our bitching, our moaning, our groaning, all the shade that we threw at David Sosloff for the past 2 years, it worked. Somebody listened, somebody invested in this movie, and they are releasing it so we can see it. Now, what does this mean? It means that now we have to put our money with where our mouth is. We have to go see this movie, guys, plain and simple. We can't wait for it to come out in streaming. We can't download it illegally. We have to go to movie theaters to see it. This movie has to make more money than Warner Brothers would have made by using it as a tax write-off. Plain and simple, to send a clear message that we don't accept that. We don't accept throwing away a finished movie to make a few bucks. That should be illegal, okay? That should not be on the list of possibilities that that should not be one of the options that a studio executive should have as far as what to do with a movie. Finished movies should be released, and it's up to us to decide whether they should succeed or fail. Now, if we do this, if we go and watch this movie and make it a success, if it makes over 400 mil, which is generally the number that shows that a movie didn't bomb, or 500 mil, which officially would make it into a blockbuster, it would join the ranks of, Harry Potter, Marvel, Star Wars. It would become that, a blockbuster movie. If we do this, and the movie makes a considerable, dignified amount of money, will this hurt David Sosloff? Absolutely not. He will still be a rich a-hole that does whatever the heck he wants. But what it will do, it will send the clear message to Warner Brothers and all the other studios and all of the other studio executives that we do not accept this. Okay? I've said it before in many videos. Studio executives, they don't care what we think. They don't care about our fandom. They don't care about the quality or lack thereof of a movie or a project. All they care about, all they can see with their blinders on, is the numbers. That's it. That's all they see. Numbers. So if the next person that steps into David Sosloff's job looks at this, looks at the numbers attached to Coyote versus Acme, and sees, oh, this is a movie that we had, and then some other person bought it and released it, and they made all this money that we didn't make. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we shouldn't just use movies as a tax write-off or sell them off to another distributor. It will do that. It will ensure that the next Coyote versus Acme doesn't happen. So here's the problem. Ketchup Entertainment already spent over 50 mil to buy the movie from Warner Brothers, and they're also investing a considerable amount of money in giving the movie a wide release. That means it will be available in a theater near you, no matter where you live. So there's no excuse not to go see it. But again, that represents a second considerable investment from Ketchup Entertainment. So more than likely, very much like the day that Earth blew up, they will not be able to afford a big Disney/Warner Brothers level marketing campaign for the movie. It'll probably be exactly the same as the day the Earth blew up, where we will probably only see a trailer on YouTube and on social media, and that's about it. So it's up to us to spread the word. So I'm starting it right now. Hashtag go see Coyote versus Acme. We have to show up, guys. Plain and simple. All right. That's all I have to say about that. I'll probably mention it at least once a month until the movie is released. A lot of you have asked me if I'm going to take down my Legends of Fandom Coyote versus Acme video? No, until the movie is released. Because, like I said, for now, any bit of marketing and advertising helps. So I'm keeping that video up because until the movie is released, Coyote versus Acme is still a Legend of Fandom. Once it's released, it's no longer a Legend of Fandom. I will take down the video. So there you go. All right, if you want to, if all you're here for is to hear me talk about the Bondsman, here it go. Let's talk about the new Kevin Bacon show on Prime. Hey guys, so there is a new action adventure paranormal series on Prime Video, and it's yet another show on Prime that not a lot of people seem to be talking about, and this is starting to really bother me. I talked about, I believe, Zorro 2 years ago, and that came out. It just slipped under the radar, and hardly anybody checked it out. Great show, and I'm feeling that the same thing is happening to this show, and it's pretty damn solid. So I'm going to talk about it here, and hopefully I'll help to spread the word. Because I feel that this show should be getting more attention. Now, what the hell is The Bondsman about? It's a show both starring and produced by Kevin Bacon, and in it he plays Hub Halloran, who is a bounty hunter, or more specifically, a bondsman, who dies during a job, but he is resurrected and brought back to the land of the living to be the devil's bounty hunter. And hunt demons who have escaped from hell, sent them back to the pit. Now, if this premise sounds familiar, it's because it's been used before many times. The show Brimstone, R.I.P.D., which also had Kevin Bacon in it as the villain, and of course Ghost Rider, the first Ghost Rider movie with Nicolas Cage, had an extremely similar setup. And my all-time favorite live-action show, Good versus Evil, also had that premise. So what sets this show apart from all those shows? Well, there are two major things. Number one, Hub, Kevin Bacon's character, is a bounty hunter. He already has the skills to do the job that the devil wants him to do. A lot of these examples that I just gave, the people that are tapped to be the devil's bounty hunter. Reaper was another major example. That are tapped to be the devil's bounty hunter are just regular people. And Reaper is just a guy that works at a Walmart type store. In Good vs. Evil, the main character is a journalist, and so on and so on. Here, it's a guy that actually has the skills to do the job. But secondly, and most importantly, what struck me about the show and what I felt was most unique about it is that it's this huge action-adventure paranormal series, paranormal horror series, but it takes place in this tiny southern town called Grantville, Georgia. So because of that, it has this very small town Twin Peaks vibe about it, and even though it's a different genre than Twin Peaks. And I believe, this is just a personal theory, I believe that the reason that the demons are doing this or popping up in this small town is because it's so small and so secluded that the rest of the world will not be clued in to their demonic activities. But yeah, so it gives this very small, intimate feeling as you're watching it, with only a handful of characters being involved in the show. Now, I'm going to say the thing that might shock most of you about the show, and what really made me enjoy it, and it is that this show, The Bondsman, is what I expected Ash vs. Evil Dead to be. But Ash vs. Evil Dead wasn't this show. Ash vs. Evil Dead was very much a rock and roll, anti-establishment, do what we want, whatever the heck has been done in other shows, whatever rules are in place as far as what a TV show should be like, F those rules, we're going to do what we want. We're going to be as raunchy, as violent, as gory, as sophomoric as possible We are the most rebellious action horror show in the history of action horror shows. Um, the Bondsman has the Bondsman is more faithful to its format of having this character of questionable moral fiber, having to be the one to save the world, save the day. Because while Hub, Kevin Bacon, is he's not a monster, he's not evil, he's also not a saint. He is a con artist. He is somebody that when he makes a mistake, instead of owning up to it, he will just cover it up. There's a reason why he gets tapped by the devil, because his soul is damned for reasons that I don't want to give away. That's the reasoning for the devil tapping him is something that is slowly revealed throughout the 8 episodes, which is another cool thing about the show. The season is only 8 episodes long. Each episode is only 30 minutes, so you can knock out season 1 in just 4 hours. Just one afternoon, got nothing to do. You can watch the whole season and be completely caught up on the Bondsman. Biggity bam. But the main character, like I said, he's not perfect. And I've said this before in many videos, there is an art to playing a character, a likable asshole. And here, Kevin Bacon pulls that off. This is an ability that only actors like Bruce Campbell or Nathan Fillion have. Nathan Fillion, who is playing the most unlikable Green Lantern of them all, Guy Gardner, in the upcoming Superman movie. Perfect example. That's the perfect guy to cast in that part. And Kevin Bacon pulls that off magnificently. Hub is not perfect. Hub is constantly doing his own thing. He is selfish. He is stubborn. But you want to root for him. You want to root for him to succeed. And like a lot of great action-adventure fantasy shows, especially of the Marvel brand, this show does a great job of having the supernatural stuff play side by side with everyday issues and problems. And in the case of this show, Hub is a divorcee. His marriage ended very, very badly. And however, he still loves his wife and he loves his son, so he wants to be a part of their lives. But he is a screw up. He is a colossal screw up. He's always messing things up. And right now, his ex-wife is in a relationship with a guy named Lucky Callahan, who is a former criminal. He is a killer, a former gangster, and the guy is a complete piece of garbage who's really, really good at maintaining a good public persona. And his ex-wife, Marianne, I believe, is not stupid. She knows that this guy has a shady past, but she's so used to having a bad life and not being able to provide for her son that here comes this guy offering her everything she ever wanted. The big house, money, cars, a potential music career for her son, that she is willing to turn a blind eye to his illicit activities. And Hub is trying to save her from that. But it's very difficult because this guy is everything that he's not publicly. But behind the scenes, he is worse than Hub. He is an absolute piece of garbage. Brilliantly played by Damon Harriman. It's a guy that you love to hate. Oh my God, is he a hateable, absolute, despicable douche nugget? Lucky is the worst. But unfortunately, he's very good at coming across like a stand-up guy, even though he's not. So Hub's attention is constantly divided between fighting these demons and saving the world, and saving his wife and son who don't want to be saved. Basically, they're happy with the lives that Lucky has provided for them. But eventually, Lucky's gonna hurt them. He is a shady, evil guy. So Hub is constantly torn between those two situations. And also possibly saving his own soul. That's another one of his goals throughout the fight. His catchphrase throughout these 8 episodes is "There's always a loophole." So there you go. So if you love action adventure, horror, paranormal shows like Buffy and franchises of that same style like Evil Dead and Hellboy, you might want to give this show a watch. I promise you, you will be entertained, you will have fun, you will be engaged. My main concern is that this season is packed with potential. And it ends on a cliffhanger, meaning that season 2 would be the season where we actually get to see what the creators truly have, what they have to bring to the table. So season 2 could very easily make or break the show, assuming that it gets a season 2. So my concern is that season 2 won't live up to the hype, is what I'm saying. So we'll see if it gets a season 2. I really hope that they do, because there's so much potential here. Season 1 is good. Season 2 could be extraordinary. All right. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. All right. So there you go. Those are my thoughts and opinions on the Bondsman. Please check it out. It seems like a show that is just not getting the level of attention that it should get, and I think it should at least get a second season. And now, for the part that you've all been waiting for in the video, my announcements. Right now, on my Patreon page, I am choosing the next Avengers. That's right. I am choosing what I believe should be the next Avengers team. This is not set in stone. I don't think that all of you should agree on me. To the contrary, if you go to Patreon and watch this video, I want you guys to let me know what your next Avengers team should be. What team you think should take over for the original 6 Avengers in the MCU. Now, if you want to watch that video and you're not a patron, all you have to do is go to patreon.com/E-Rant and pledge $1. That's it. You pledge $1, you're helping me to continue producing content, and in return you get bonus videos. Can't beat that with a wooden stick. And now for the announcement that all of you are truly waiting for, which is what's going to be my next Onyx review. A lot of you who follow me on Blue Sky know this, but I am re-announcing it here just to make sure that everybody's on the same page. My next Onyx review will be on Daredevil Born Again. I am beyond happy that the Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio, Netflix Daredevil is back, but now in Disney Plus MCU form. So I'm getting ahead of the curve, and I'm talking about season 1 in just a few weeks on this YouTube channel. Stay tuned, because it's going to happen right here. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. Hashtag go see Coyote versus Acme. And as per usual, I say it every time because it's 100% true. I could not do what I do without you.